Hey guys, it's Greg from East Coast Eyes, and it is Theory Thursday. I've been working hard all morning getting that order ready for Southwell Sports, and I was thinking to myself, what should I do for today's Theory Thursday? And I thought, with all the recent changes, what better for Theory Thursday than to talk about those? So what I'm going to do today is go through your mindset as you go from the stick you have now, and you have to change it to fit the new NCAA rules. So quick overview, NCAA rules: the shooters must be within 4 inches of the top of the scoop. That line will go with the scoop. We're going to focus on that rule specifically today. It applies to NCAA rules, so high schools that follow NCAA. Also, MCLA is supposed to adopt this rule as well. So I'm going to take you on a decision sequence of restring your stick and getting ready to play with these new rules. So you've got a stick that you really like, you've been using that type of stringing for a while, or you just started using it and you like it a lot. In my case, it's this Nike CEO. I've used it a few times. I have a very similar stringing on all my other heads, and I love the way it throws. I love the way it plays. It is an X-Spec head, the CEO-U. So I'm in your shoes. I've got this stick here that I love, and I really like to be able to play with it. Unfortunately, they have changed the rules now so that I cannot. The shooters are now way lower than 4 inches. So my stick has a mid-high pocket with a nice channel, really good hold, really good whip, a nice kind of a snappy release. So since it is illegal, but I really like this head, I now have to restring it under the new shooting string rules and still be able to play with it. So you're sitting there. Step 1 is to restring your shooters to a legal shooter setup. This consists of 3 straights. Alright guys, so I've got my head strung up with the new legal shooters. You can see I've got 3 straights in there, and I did them in white so they really stand out. And I actually think it looks kind of sick. This looks like a pretty sweet setup. I don't know, I actually like the way this looks. I've always liked the way straights look. They're really clean looking. If I was really going to use it, I would like a 4th one, but obviously not an option. So let's test it out. So you can see that it is legal in the middle. And if you follow the curve like they say it should, this should be just within legality, since the scoop of the CEO is so pointed and it's very curved. This is how this bottom shooter curves, should be legal. So now you've got your head strung exactly the same, same pocket placement, same everything, but with 3 straight shooters. And for that, to get the 3, you need to do it on the 10 diamond row. So you see I have a 9 diamond top string, and then a shooting string on the next row down, the 10 diamond, skip the 9 diamond row, 10 diamond, skip the 9 diamond row, 10 diamond. And that should put it, that 10 diamond row is really the bottom you can have a shooting string. So now what you want to do is you want to take this stick strung with the exact same pocket. Also, quick note, when you do these, you want this top one to be the very tightest, a little looser, and the bottom one to be very loose, because with this shooting string up so high, it'd be really easy for the ball to get caught and whip out on there. So now what you want to do is take this head strung with the same pocket, but with the 3 straight shooters, go out, throw with it, pass with it, play with it, fake with it, see how it feels, and do some tests compared to your old string. And you may find out that really it plays almost exactly the same. And if it does, you are all good. You're golden. You should leave the head exactly as it is. But some of you may find that it doesn't hold or throw exactly the way you want it to. And so now we're going to talk about how to adjust that. So this is going to have a very smooth release. Let's say you want a little bit of a snappier release, a little bit more whip, like I like in my sticks. You're going to want to replace this top shooting string with a nylon. Alright guys, so I've got my my top shooting string replaced with a nylon shooting string. I made mine nice and tight because I would want it to really snap off that nylon and give me a nice release you can really feel off the nylon. If you want, you can make it a little bit looser. So now go out and play with your stick a little bit more, see how you like the feel of the nylon. If you don't like it, if you don't like the snap, if you don't like how tight it is, if you don't like how it's releasing off it, just go back to a shooter. So now you've got your shooting string set up pretty much all set how it's going to be. You either went with the 3 straights or the nylon and 2 straights. So now you got to fiddle with the pocket placement. So if your new stringing does not have quite as much whip as your old stringing, what you're going to want to do is move the pocket up higher in the head and make it a little bit more defined. And what I mean by that is move your double or triple up a little bit and bunch your diamonds just a little bit more so that pocket will be nice and defined and nice and high. A higher pocket and a more defined pocket are going to give you more whip. If you find that this new stringing has more whip than you like, what you want to do is really move that pocket down in the head. Make it nice and low and tighten the channel out a little bit and make it really, really low. So it'll have a really nice, long, smooth, low whip release. And this shooter setup is actually ideal for low whip. It should have a really low whip, smooth release. If you like low whip, you can go back to the 1 straight shooter. So if you want less whip than it has, move the pocket down, make it a little baggier, more whip, move it up, and make it more defined. So let's talk about adding or subtracting hold. This can be done also by adjusting the pocket placement, higher up, more defined, more hold, lower down, less hold, a little less hold, make it a little less defined. You can also, if you like a lot of hold with this shooter setup, you can mess with the channel a little bit. Before, since I had those U's in there that really outlined the channel didn't need to be all that tight. Now without those U's, it could use to be a little bit tighter. So what you want to do there is, you can see I've got the first 3 holes, 1, 2, 3, knotted down very tightly. Then you can just take this 4th one and just pull it a little bit tighter, and that'll increase your channel and increase your hold and your whip, and give you just a little bit more ball control. So guys, now you can see that we've taken our stick from how it was strung with illegal shooters, switched it to legal shooters, and what you want to do is, through the whole process, just evaluate, go out and test, tweak, test, tweak, go back and forth, and make changes based upon the changes you need to make to get less whip, more whip, less hold, more hold, that I told you, to get your stick to throw exactly how it was throwing before. And I think you should be able to do it, and it should not be a problem with the new shooting string setups. You can work around it, and everything will be alright. So anyway guys, like this video if you liked it. I've got some more videos in this vein coming up, such as position-specific pockets for the new rules, as well as some other things. So let me know what you see on that end. Subscribe if you haven't, and thanks for watching.